Why does being a new real estate agent feel so overwhelming? Why does it seem that when you're doing all the things, all the right things, making your calls, following up, working your sphere, but you're getting absolutely nowhere? And if you've ever felt discouraged or stuck, or like this might not even be the right career for you, well, listen up, because here's the truth. Most agents really fail, not because they're not good enough, but because they just give up way too soon. So in this video, we're going to talk about why real estate feels so hard in the beginning, and more importantly, how you can push through the pain with systems, with a clear mindset and consistency so that you can finally start seeing results. Hi, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate. And if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building a long-term real estate career, one that's built on systems, not stress, we are here to help you. And every week we talk to agents just like you who want to level up their business, they want to increase their confidence, and they finally see the results that they've been chasing. So if that's you, we'd love to connect. Reach out anytime at the number listed below or through the links in our description, and we're excited to help you crush it in real estate. So let's get started. Let's be honest, real estate is way harder than anyone prepares you for. You go get your license, you think you're ready to roll, and the sales are going to come. And most new agents they underestimate how emotionally and mentally taxing this career really is. It really is an emotional roller coaster, honestly. You get a sale or you get a lead and you get a little bit of success, and that's exciting, and then nothing happens, right? And then you're at the bottom of the roller coaster and it feels really bad. Or you get a sale and it closes and then you have nothing and you've got to try to work to get something else. So it's this constant up and down that is really very taxing on most people. And what's happening is you're not just learning sales here, you have to learn how to manage those expectations to be a good real estate agent. So obviously knowing things like how cyclical the market can be or your area can be, understanding the inventory and what buyers are looking for. Knowing all of those things is going to help you manage the expectations as far as when those sales are coming, right? And nobody talks about the silence between all your efforts and the results. We are in a business where, you could start and it could take 3 to 6 months before you get your first deal closed. And that can feel like forever. So just understanding that when you first start in this business, it could take a little bit of time. But as long as you're doing the right things and you're consistently doing them, those results will come. And you can follow all of the common advice and still feel stuck. I mean, there's 1,000 of us agents out here doing videos telling you what to do. And you can be thinking you're doing it and still feel stuck where you are. You're calling your sphere, you're posting on Facebook, you're doing open houses, but there's no momentum and it feels like failure. Well, this isn't a sign of you doing it wrong. It's just that you're early. And the frustration that you're feeling right now, that's what we call planting season. You're planting the seeds, and the payoff really is going to take some time and repetition of just doing the right activities. So your job as an agent is really to build trust and relationships, not transactions. So if you can change your mindset a little bit to think, I'm building relationships, I'm not building sales or transactions. That is going to just change your entire world, I guarantee you. And this is actually where most agents either break through or they quit. So the real reason that you're not getting listings or sales right away is probably more rooted in a lack of trust versus your lack of talent. Because trust takes years to get from clients and from people, right? It takes you years to build that. And most clients, they want to work with who they know because they trust them, right? And the agent that actually won the listing that you tried to get, well, they probably either knew the seller for years or someone that they did know referred that agent to them. So they already had a little bit of trust or confidence in that agent. And those agents have been probably following up for years and staying visible and adding value. So your job now is to just get your clock started. You have to build trust before you earn transactions. And people want to know that you're actually going to stick around as an agent. The fail rate for agents is very low. And actually, I probably don't even know the exact statistic, but there's a lot of agents that drop out within the first year or two for sure. So if I'm a buyer or seller and you're a new agent, I want to know that you're going to be around next year or the year after that, and you really know your stuff. So that takes time, and consistency with your contact with your clients is going to show that you're serious. You being visible consistently is going to also prove to them that you're still in the business. So start nurturing those relationships today so that you can reap the benefits months or years from now. Relationships compound like interest. So you start now, 6 months it's going to look different. A year from now it's going to look very different, because the relationships you've built, they're going to use you, they're going to start referring you, and that business is going to multiply faster than you probably could even imagine. So the seeds you plant today are the deals you're going to close next year. So don't wait until you feel ready. Just start making those calls, start making those contacts. Think long game, not quick wins. Okay, so next, stop chasing luck or looking for the easy button and start building systems. A fast win in your career, maybe a quick sale, could actually probably hurt your business in the long run, because now you just think it's too easy. I've had too many agents, even ones that I brought on my team. They came on my team as a buyer agent. They got a couple sales and they were like, all right, I'm going to go do this on my own. I owe it to myself. I think I got this. And it just happened to be a little bit of luck, right? That came into play. And now they thought it was so easy. And then what ended up happening is their success dropped, went out on their own, because they didn't have any systems. They didn't have any models in place to work with, okay? So sometimes that hurts you. Easy success early, then you hit that dry spell, you have no system to fall back on, burnout happens, and that's when you quit. And we don't want that to happen. So really, sustainable success in real estate is going to come from systems, models, and repeatable action. That's even more important. So when you schedule your day, you need to treat it like you're the CEO of your business. Real estate is not a hobby if you want to be successful. You have to do repeatable actions every day. Show up for work every day. The only thing you're going to be able to rely on for success are good habits. So build those. Build structure now so that it's a structure that you know you can do and be successful at every day, and that it's one that you can even grow into later. This is long term. This isn't rocket science. If you build just a solid schedule every day, there's no way that you can't be successful. You do not need fancy tech. You just need consistency and follow through. So how do you create that rock solid daily routine and stick to it? Well, your mornings should be sacred and they should be structured. There's actually a saying out there, something like, if you own the morning, you will win the day. And what they mean by that is, if you time block your morning and build your structure into your morning so that you're doing that time on task, those repeatable actions, and you're doing them consistently every day, then you own that morning. Then your afternoon is going to be available for the appointments and for networking and for going to your kids' ball games or whatever you want to do. So just do that morning solid and consistent, and you should be great. So for example, let's say you're an early morning person and you get up at 6 o'clock, have your coffee, maybe do your workout, do your meditation, whatever it is for you in the morning. And then maybe by 7 or 8 o'clock, you're reviewing your tasks for the day and you're returning messages from the evening before. Then maybe at 8 or 8:15, you're looking at the MLS hot sheet. You're learning the new inventory that just came on, and you're understanding the micro markets, like particular neighborhoods that maybe you want to master. Then by 8:30, you're prepping your call list. Maybe you have a list of for sale by owners or expired listings or just following up with past leads. But just prep the list of people who you're going to call. Then between 9 and noon every day, your goal should be to talk to 5 new people. We want to make 5 new connections every day, and this should be an absolute non-negotiable. These conversations that you're having between 9 and noon, they're going to help you build your pipeline. And even if somebody says no, it's still progress. It helps you sharpen your skills. And what it really means is just not yet. They're just not ready to do anything yet. But again, remember, we're building relationships and they go in your pipeline and you stay in touch with them consistently. And today it's a no. Tomorrow it might be a yes. So then you're going to use your afternoons for those appointments or marketing and content creation. So you could do your blog posts, you could do your YouTube videos, you could write your newsletter. You want to make sure that you're staying visible on as many channels as you can manage. And yes, you can send that weekly email or that newsletter, okay? I love emails. I know not everybody does, but whatever you do, you want to just do it consistently, okay? Now, again, real estate is a business of making friends, not deals. And research shows that people are going to choose agents that they know and they like. So this means that you're in the relationship business, not just real estate. These conversations are going to lead to relationships, which will then lead to those closings later, okay? The other thing is I want to make sure that you become that go-to person for everything, not just when they're ready to buy or sell. Do they need a painter? Do they need an electrician or a plumber? You want them to be calling you for that information because now you're their resource for everything related to their house or their property. And when it's time then that they need to buy or sell, they're going to think of you naturally because you've built that relationship of being someone who has the answers. You're the expert. Now, when we talk about aiming to make those 5 new connections every single day, think about this. 5 new connections a day. That's 25 new relationships a week. And over the course of a year, that's over 1,000 new people in your world. Now, multiply that over 5 years, you're going to be unstoppable. You're going to have an incredible database of connections and people. And don't fear the do not call list. What I want you to do is focus on providing value. You're not selling, you're offering help, and you're coming from contribution. You're checking in, you're not pressuring. That service mindset is going to help build trust with people because you're coming from contribution and helping, you're not soliciting. Now, if you're discouraged, well, congratulations, because I think you're doing it right. Because every top agent has faced this exact moment. The doubt, the dry spells, the tough calls. But what really separates them is that they actually kept going. They pushed through when quitting really looked like the easier option. And really the hardest part is just the beginning. It's just getting started, you guys. So the first 12 to 24 months is really going to test you. But after that, again, that compound effect is going to kick in. If you can just stick to systems, those good habits that you've built into your morning, the referrals will start to carry you. So this isn't about talent. It's about tenacity. And agents who are successful and thrive, they aren't always the smartest, I can promise you that. It's that they're the most consistent and they're the most resilient. Now, let me give you a bonus tip. Let market data do the talking in your seller conversations. So if listings are sitting, show the sellers what the market is saying. Share the MLS hot sheet. Show them nearby sales. Show them price adjustments that are happening out there, which they are happening now a lot more than they have been in the last 5 to 10 years. Be honest, not panicked or nervous, because you need to help them make decisions with confidence, not fear. And if you use data to really establish your authority and your professionalism, that's really going to build trust and confidence with them. Because people don't want to guess, they want guidance. And they're looking to you as the professional to provide that guidance. So you need to position yourself as their partner, not just a salesperson, and that's how you're going to win long-term loyalty. So if you guys would like to know more about how you're going to be able to stay consistent and grow your real estate career the smart way, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our socials, hit the like button, comment below, because we definitely want to hear what's working for you, or maybe what challenges you're facing. We can help you. We'll answer those comments. And click on the boxes on your screen so you can see our other videos too. We put out new content every week, so I hope that you tune in. Hopefully you'll learn something, and if not, reach out so we can help you. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.